What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing on our favorite of Wednesday nights? I don't know what I was going on. It's Wednesday. Hi, folks. Welcome. This is
It's
a
our
thing that
favorite night of the week.
I have many favorite nights of the week, but Wednesday is definitely one of them.
Oh, after our anniversary, you're just going to say that? Well,
Yeah, I am. And you're gonna have to deal with it. So
this is why I want to go to counseling.
Yesterday was Cujo's birthday.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm a
We
whole
raised
bitch.
a
happy
bunch of money for him to get a tattoo.
belated
Yep.
birthday.
Happy belated birthday, Cujo!
Well, thank you.
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate it. My back hurts more, and I think I have more gray hairs on my beard. It's great. We love it.
It's what happens,
High
man.
contrast can help you take that right out.
It's also very true. Or, you just own it, and then it just becomes part of your personality. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm in my wizard era, and it's fine.
Love it. Love it.
Anyway, what's going on, folks? We're gonna jump into our Phandelver and Below campaign here. I'll give you a little bit of a recap. The party traveled through the worst map in the world, and just seriously the worst design. But more importantly, they encountered a handful of different creatures on their journey through it, from a variety of different grells, not gricks, even though the module also got confused about that. They fought a lazy Bahir.
Lazy, anxious, protective, defensive.
Yeah, he
Bahir.
was adjective the creature. And then they also fought a really cool cloaker that had adopted a dwarven corpse as its like host, and had weird psychic transference back and forth between the cloaker as well as the remnants of the dwarven spirit. But the only other major thing of note, besides them making it to the entrance, the doors outside of Elithanok, which we do have on screen, which we can show you here, is that in the process of fighting our friend Bobby the Lazy Bahir, in the process of using his psychic rend ability, as many of these creatures have been suffused with the power of the far realm from the sheer proximity to Elithanok and other things nearby, our dear friend Soot was psychically rended in a way that currently Red Soot has been removed from her psyche in a sort of forced ghost capacity that only Soot can interact with. While Red Soot is there, stomping her foot with her arms crossed, being upset about things that are happening. She can't interact with the rest of the party at the moment, and the party has taken a long rest, and they're about to enter into Elithanok, and Soot failed that intelligence saving throw, and as such, has remained yet again in this separated state. So we'll see how long that lasts and what happens as the party traverses Elithanok with that going on. So, that being said, you are all find yourself in X1, the doors right outside of Elithanok. They are these sort of green, glowing doors with a variety of different runes and things on the outside. What would you like to do?
I'm not a fan of this, if I'm being 100% honest.
Looks magical.
Yeah, yes, it does. I don't think there's any other way in, though.
Well, no, but we should check to see if it is trapped, or if when we open these doors something happens.
For sure, for sure. Can I ritual cast detect magic?
Sure.
I do that.
Okay. The glowing green light is a... Is it magical? I guess to some degree, but I'm not sure technically how detect magic interacts with psionics. Because it's magic, but it's not really magic, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Charles, my helmet. That's how I interact with psionics. But
Fair. Fair. But yes, there
My
is
helmet.
there is a faint glow. The door itself is not magic. The light and seemingly the things from beyond it are what's the magic.
Okay. Can I check it for traps then?
Sure. And make me an investigation check. Or perception, whichever one you prefer.
Definitely investigation.
All right.
Oh, but with advantage.
Okay.
21.
Big shift.
Much
you,
better.
You do not see any anything that signifies a trap of any kind.
No, doesn't look trapped. It seems like just a big glowing door. Perhaps we should just try to carefully open it.
I will
Okay.
say, as you're looking at this door, you haven't even
Mhm.
touched it. You're just looking at it. It swings open as you're just observing it, and you are all hit with the sound, like jarring, like mental pulse of like cymbals crashing, like as you're just like looking at this door. You don't take any damage. It's unpleasant. Nobody likes this sound. It's a little bit off-putting.
Oh.
But it also
Mhm.
isn't like out loud. It's in your head.
So Bronson doesn't hear it, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So everyone kind of goes like this, like, "Oh, what was that?"
Ugh.
what's everybody's problem? This thing opened up by itself.
Huh.
Mm. Let's say, woo, it was loud. It's a squeaky door in my brain.
Yeah.
Ugh, it made my teeth hurt.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Like
kind of like look
styrofoam?
through yeah, or tinfoil.
Ooh.
Don't munch on tin. It's bad for you. I learned that the hard way. I don't have any spells that could protect from like mind stuff. Does anyone else?
Mm. And I have some abilities, but they're short term.
Mm.
Thanks, radio.
Let's say a minute.
Oh,
So probably better for combat because I can only do it twice.
yeah. Mm, well, I guess we just kind of go, huh? And hope for the best.
Yeah, I guess
What
so.
else to do?
Ted, did that? Because I have the alarm spell. Did it
Mhm.
sound like it could be like an alarm spell or something similar? Like, do I feel like getting this psychic ringing that like it sounded off everywhere in Ilithanok?
No, you don't think it didn't feel like it reminiscent of the alarm spell, I guess I'll say, but not
Okay.
identical to it. So it doesn't feel like it's like a klaxon alarm going off throughout the entirety of Lithanok. But
Cool.
you also, this door, you've never seen a door like this. Like the geometry or the architecture is odd. Everything, like I said, there are no sharp angles. Everything is rounded everywhere.
Okay.
The walls, the
Hmm.
corners, as you can see, even just looking at the map, everything's rounded.
Hmm.
But
Nobody put the
Well,
baby in a corner.
I mean, there's still corners. They're just not sharp corners. But also, that's good safety, you know? We're not going to run into anything pointy, and at least in the walls.
It's a good point. All right. Shall we sneak in?
I
Okay.
suppose.
I mean, we could send Red Soot in first.
I
Mm,
worry if she might be able to be attacked psychically.
that was my worry as well.
Okay.
We could see though. She could sneak in.
She says she's okay.
Fair.
So I will tell you all a little bit about the features of this place. The ceiling's 14 feet high. Give you a
Whoa.
little bit of an idea for what you got going on there.
Mm.
As I mentioned, the strange rounded edges on everything. Um, everything. There are like pinpricks of like this glowing green light all throughout in various areas, just kind of like seemingly coming from nowhere, where there's like a hole almost in the fabric of reality where green light is shining through. So everything is illuminated in an eerie green light throughout. But so
Mhm.
you don't need to worry about dark vision or anything like that. You can see just fine. Um,
Okay.
and there are all sorts of, kind of like I showed on the front of that door, weird symbols and things carved into um, the walls, and all sorts of just symbolism everywhere, um, of like knots, like not like like more along the lines of like Celtic knots, but we're talking like knots of tentacles and
Mhm.
jagged lines, kind of reminiscent of jaws, and like blood-soaked brains, and all sorts of fun things just all
Mhm.
over all of the walls. Very like H.R. Giger in design all over the place
Mhm.
here.
Sure.
Does this
Non-Euclidean nuts.
Yes, exactly.
are there any notes from the Thunderquill book that like kind of match this?
And the closest thing you'll get is that this is a Lithinok, as you get. He didn't make it very far.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously he didn't make it down here. But what he wrote about what it's supposed to be and what you're seeing
Mhm.
is they're that's they seem reminiscent of one another.
That jives.
That jives, exactly.
Okay.
Dude,
Well,
that
All right.
statue, a brain in each hand.
I
mm,
actually, hang on. I do have some
Yeah.
art.
are they? Wait, where's my
The
phone?
2-for-1 meal.
Brain of a Maximus.
Does it look like one of these little guys?
Add a hash brown and we knock an extra $1 off.
This isn't.
Buy one,
hash
get one
brain.
for $1.
It's odd because the artwork is like slightly different than the image of it with one in each hand is slightly different than the official artwork, which looks like this. You've got this big statue, which doesn't clearly has like, it looks like it's holding one
Oh.
brain, but the artwork that it's very clearly one in each hand. But
Is it dripping?
hang on,
It is drippy.
let me tell you right now. I'll read you when we
Thanks.
get to that actual section for X2 here.
The best X-Men movie.
True.
An enormous statue at the east end of this long room depicts a massive mind flayer with its arms outstretched, holding a brain in each hand. The statue is made of one large piece of greenish stone, although the brains are covered with green mucus that drips from the statue's hands into a puddle on the floor. Flowing designs decorate the walls, and let's see. Lounging against the south wall are two mind flayers, their face tentacles periodically gesticulating.
Hmm.
And they're just like
Mm.
casually leaning up against this wall, but they seem to know that you're here,
Oh shit.
as in
Hmm.
some sort of mental clang. Let those clued in
Yeah.
know what's going on.
So I rolled a
Hmm.
7 on my stealth. So it's gonna walk up to the statue and try to discern what kind of stone it is.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
have
gonna
to
move
kn-
up also.
16.
You're gonna say something, Robert?
Yeah, I have a above table question that's going to drive me nuts until I know the answer.
Yeah.
How do you have a different video feed than we do of Jake?
I have no idea.
I
Oh my
don't know.
god, that's wild. I didn't even really realize that.
We can like
I don't
see
know what it
his
looks like.
chest and everything.
Huh. Let me play around with this. Hang on. Yeah.
My chest
We don't
and
need-
everything. As long as you can't see my Dr.
He has a
Seuss sweatpants.
vertical feed that we do not have.
Wow.
Interesting.
And I'm like, what?
Maybe it cropped it in this because
Yeah.
he has his iPad vertical,
Mm-hmm.
and if he like turned it to the side, it would go horizontal.
It
Sorry,
should be
Robert, I
one
don't.
feed. I have no idea how he's getting that. That's crazy.
I think it just popped it out as wide as it could on ping.
Yeah, look at me.
Interesting.
This was my whole thing. I was just out here to mess with Robert.
Look.
I'm looking at it.
Look at
Ooh.
It's crazy the difference. And I'm looking at it, and I wasn't looking at it because I've been focused more on the stream view of
Yeah.
what's this. That's all right. Whatever. It is what it is.
Hey, it's okay as long as I know what reality and timeline we're on. I'm good. Okay.
How far
back to
down
the
does
show.
the feed go?
Your waist.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah.
I got a 25 on my stealth.
Yeah.
I would like to remain behind the door as both Soot and Bishop start making their way in.
Okay.
The
alright.
answer to the question is indeed Ping is turning it into a webcam format for us. The actual feed is vertical. So there we go.
Hmm.
Crazy.
I know things.
Hmm.
Yeah, as you walk in to stare at this statue, this is whatever this rock is something you've never seen before.
Ooh.
Quite literally
Something
alien
new.
to you.
Oh, I shouldn't touch it.
And then
No.
one of the mind flayers will look over towards the both of you. And he will just ask, and it'll be like, in your mind, and he'll
Mhm.
say, and they're like very chill, like up against the wall, these mind flayers, like they're not really worried about anything. And he'll kind of like off the wall and kind of like float over towards you guys in their unnerving
Oh.
levitation. And he'll kind of
Hello.
his, large kind of octopus bulbous eyes will kind of narrow as he looks at the both of you, and he'll say, "Have you come to worship Ilvash, who bleeds from the far realm? Or are you here to bring obelisk pieces for the masters?"
Do
Oh,
you
we're
have a
definitely here to
map?
bring obelisk pieces for the masters.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
In deception checks, please. Remember, they're literally in your head.
That's fair.
Zombie.
Ooh. Your girl crit. That's 24.
Woo, 21.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's pretty good, guys. I gotta give you. I'm
Mhm.
gonna make a check here. Let me find my mind flayer stat block.
They're obsidian-like.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I'm thinking.
I can describe them to you.
Oh.
Okay. So let's see. Yeah, they interesting. You didn't. Wow, this is gonna be wild. Okay. They will direct you. Let's see. Let me get the reveal tool going. They will direct you to go over here into this door over here. That's where they want you to go. Up to the north there. Here we go. Ping.
Whoa.
Right here.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. I'm sorry, what was your name?
You notice when you start asking questions, his eyes get a little more narrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that rude? Do you not give out your names? Is it like
Well,
the
it's
dwarf?
just we're here for doing this for the masters, and I'll point at
Oh,
her and be
right.
like, you know
Sorry.
how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they seem to be
Uh,
taking note of red soot at all?
Not that you can see that you're
Okay.
aware of these two anyway.
Okay.
Um,
all right. Well, I guess we'll go get the other guys so that we can get the stuff for the masters, and then we'll go
Yeah.
head in through that door. This is a nice statue here.
It's great. I like how it's dripping somehow.
and
As
they
they
will
are-
he'll gesture to you and be like, "You feel free to partake." And he gestures at the drippings and the
Oh.
mucus.
Oh,
well,
that
we
feels
very
rude.
importantly
Yeah.
have to deliver this
Yeah.
stuff.
I just
you
had
know.
some,
Oh, we're on the clock. Kid, don't drink it on the job. OSHA would be terribly upset.
Guys, come on.
As they're saying that, I'm going to cast Alter Self
Okay.
to take on the appearance of a mind flare, if that is possible. It says that it can appear as a different species.
Yep.
None of the stats change.
No, you can definitely do that if you want. Just think about your decision before you do that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Who's this guy walking on the floor?
Oh, thank you.
More
Yeah, no.
importantly, when they speak to you telepathically and you can't speak back to them in the same way.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Both are great calls. Good job, Jake. What is this guy doing? He's walking on the floor. What is this? Come on now.
Ugh.
All right.
You're muted,
Okay.
LB. It looked good, whatever you were saying, but it's just a lot of technical face.
Thanks. I've been
Chet-
I've been on top side too long. I've taken to their ways and walk on the ground now.
Chet's like, that's a DM's. Do you really want to do that moment right there?
The hippie mind flayer who walks on the floor.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on?
Wouldn't hold out much hope for the credence tapes, dude.
All right.
Hey, other brain slaves, we're gotta bring the pieces to the masters.
I will play the part and just sort of walk with zero expression up to join them.
Okay. All right.
I imagine that Bronson is gonna do a little Shaun of the Dead here.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
I love this.
Let's.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's what. Yeah, he's doing his best. He's keeping his mouth shut, and he's giving himself a little wiggle as he goes through here.
All right. They both look. The two mind flayers look at each other, and then they look at you, and they're just. There's a
That's
conversation.
why we came in first.
There's a conversation happening that they're having that you guys aren't privy to. Might be something along did this one get mind blasted too much? Like, what happened to this one?
Oh no, I'm the Shane Gillis of thralls.
Wow.
Oh. Well, I'll just turn on NVIDIA eye contact to make it even creepier.
Oh no. Oh, it's the worst. Oh man. Okay.
Truly the worst.
Oh.
Yeah, enough of that. That's terrifying.
Uh-huh. All right. They offer all of you again to partake of the drippings if you see fit.
We gotta go. But we'll get it on the way out. How about that? We don't want to keep people waiting. Let's go.
Okay.
What, Cujo?
Damn.
Gable is still keeping a emotionless expression, but every time Soot goes on a teeny little moment, there's just this teeny little twitch in his eye, like, oh my god. Yes, Teddy, we all hear you. Hello.
All right.
Hello,
All right.
Teddy.
I guess we just walk past these guys towards that door then. This feels insane, but I'm in for it.
I guess.
Let's see. They tell you that when you get there, to head. Let's see. Where are they gonna have you? They don't seem to be bothered to follow you. They're gonna tell you to head down the hallway.
It's a bunch of lazy Bahirs.
And then make a left, the end of the hallway, and take the first door on your left.
Okay. Got it.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys are presented with another one of these strange doors. That as you stare at it for a little while, very much in a slow motion, after you stare at it for about a minute, it just opens automatically.
Hmm.
And
Does it open in?
it pocket doors into the wall.
Damn. That's the last thing I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did it. All right. Here you go.
Okay. Thank you. Go inside.
Picturing the light switch flip. Thank you. What the fuck are we doing?
All right. A pool against the room's northern wall is ringed by a low wall bearing repeated motifs of brains and twisting spinal columns interlocked with one another. Rusty manacles dangle from the ceiling near the pool, which stand two humanoid figures, both figures wearing black robes, and one has tentacles writhing from its neck. The figures are engrossed in discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Out loud?
Yep.
Okay.
What are they arguing about or discussing?
They are discussing. One of them is speaking. It's like a hoarse stage whisper is the best volume that he can get to as far as that goes. And his eyes are just black, no pupil, no no sclera, no whites, just solid black. And additionally, you guys, as even the time you're there, other eyes start popping up randomly and appearing and closing on parts of his face.
Hmm.
And they are discussing. Let's see. They are talking about the masters specifically, going over what they think needs to. I mean, again, you just walk in the room, and as soon as the door whoosh, Star Treks into the wall, they both turn to look at you guys because the door opened, and they just kind of stare at you expectantly.
Uh,
Do we recognize these people from the town?
You do not. No.
Okay.
Smart. Delivery for the masters. Yep.
All right, make another deception check.
Yep.
Yep.
I think I realized Bishop's tell.
Saying yep.
Just saying yep at the end of every sentence.
Just now we've noticed.
Mm-hmm. 16.
Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. Wow. that you'll notice that the let's see, who is this? Dwaro Angletor, because I put everybody's names in because they're real winners here. His eyes narrow when you say this, and he says, "Oh yes, the masters." And they are?
They're who we're delivering this stuff to. We got some blocks for them, some big obsidian-esque blocks.
Oshundo.
And he looks at you, and then he goes, may we see these blocks?
Well,
Yeah, of course,
they're
of course.
not. No, hey, it's not for them. We have to go give
Oh.
it to the guy. You know, wears like a high-collared scarlet robe. That guy, obviously, he made more an impact on me than he did to you. But I don't think. I mean, no offense, you guys are kind of chained up, right? Like,
Well, they're
you
not
might
chained
not
up.
be.
They're just hanging out.
Oh,
There are chains
just kidding.
above this pool to hang someone above it.
Cool.
If you get a little bit closer, you can see that there are not very healthy looking tadpoles swimming about in this pool, mind flayer tadpoles. As though this was some sort of feeding trench to hang people above to, not have a good time with for the people being hung above.
I just think Ashanda wouldn't be very happy if we dawdled.
Yes, I agree. I think.
Well,
I guess I don't really think. Do you guys still think?
What is thinking?
First of all, I love all of this.
Red such just like this in the corner.
And they're just like, yeah, you know what? We'll escort you. Come with us.
Okie dokie. Does the door close behind us? Do they walk in front of us?
One of them moves to the back, and one of them moves to the front.
Cool. As they do that, I put up a hand with 3 fingers, 2 fingers, 1 finger, and then I pull out my rapier and stab the guy in front of me.
All right, let's roll for initiative.
Oh, come on.
At that +4, team.
Right. 14.
Okay.
Is initiative on this?
Ooh. 23 for
29.
Bronson.
Natural 20.
We're all so good at rolling initiative.
29 with a none.
Okay.
It's
fine.
It's not natural.
29.
So you go first.
29 for Bishop. 23 for Bronson, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what did you get, LB? You had a
14.
14. Got it.
Solid number. Thank you.
Archibald's got a 19. Oh, we'll delete off them for right now. Okay. All right. Bishop, are you going first, or is Gable going first?
Gable goes first.
All right.
I will first off fix my screen so I can have my full character sheet up and the map at the same time. Then I am going to draw my cane rapier, and I'm going to let some attacks out on this Larnin Vedin friend.
Sure.
Okay. God damn it. Hold on. Cool. That is dirty 20 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Does damage types matter?
I don't believe so. No, not for him.
Okay. Oh, I'm 100% using Piercer,
Mm.
and it didn't help much. 9, 14. Ugh. That's 18 points of a combination of lightning and piercing damage.
Got it. All right.
And my second attack,
Mm-hmm.
With advantage because of Vex.
I already have advantage because of Assassinate, because he hasn't acted
Oh!
yet.
Yeah, buddy.
19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. Oh, he also takes an additional 3 points of piercing damage
Right.
because of my level. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Well, that's another. God damn it! I forgot about the. Fine. Oh my god! Why can I not roll dice tonight?
I don't know. Sounds like a you problem.
That's much better. 24. 29 points of damage for the second hit.
Okay.
Yo.
I rolled really shitty on my first attack
He
for damage.
is bloodied at this point.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, he's
Then-
not. My bad. No,
Okay.
he's not.
Well, Spellblade it is then. That is a natural 20.
Well, that's
Yo.
probably going to
I'm going to use an Eldritch Smite
Yeah.
to add
Oh.
some damage here.
Uh-huh.
All right. I have to figure out how. I think it's what, 3d8 at this point?
What level spells are you Yeah, maybe more? I don't know.
I am at 3rd level.
That's 48
It's
then, right?
48, yeah.
48 plus 2d6. So, okay. Before I even roll,
That's
32,
44 to start.
44, then 44, 50 because of my modifier.
Mm-hmm.
It was 48, yes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And 22, 26, 76 points of damage.
Ho.
Okay. Now he's bloody. He is still
Got it.
He is still alive.
That's impressive.
It's bad news.
Well,
Larnin don't play.
Mm-mm. His devotion runs deep.
I am going to use my bonus action to disengage. I'll go 5, 10, 15. Stay in this corner.
Okay.
Right? No. 5, 10, 15. I'm going to be in this corner. Next to the
Okay.
pool. And that'll be my turn.
All right. After that is Bishop's turn.
All right. At the exact same time, but a split second later,
Thank
I
you,
move in
Chungus.
on the other fellow.
By the way,
Um,
just pause for a second there, Robert. No one's done it in so long, but you got a pocket advantage, my friend, if you need it.
Who gave me a pocket advantage?
Orange Bengal here in the chat.
Hey, thank you, Bengal. Appreciate it. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. So you did a thing. You attack with a 15.
Yes. Yes.
That misses.
Okay. I'm going to use lucky then.
Fair.
Nope. Nope. That's a 12.
Okay.
So I'm
still
going to miss
misses.
that first attack, and then I'm going to attack again.
That
as one
sounds
might.
like a reasonable choice.
Yeah.
Let's see how we do. Okay, there we go.
19. There we go. And
Uh,
I'm going to throw on a first level smite.
Okay.
Smites. Smite. Smote.
Smite.
Smoted.
Smote him a little bit. 15 plus 8 is 23 points of damage.
Okay, 23 points.
All
Got
right.
it.
And then bonus action, I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Bronson.
Okay.
And
23 points of damage.
Smoke.
that's that.
All right.
Oh.
It's going to go to Bronson's turn.
Archibald's gonna keep Larnin on lockdown.
You got
So I'm
it.
gonna yole my way over here to Duro.
You got it.
All right, so we're going in. Let's see here. What have we used so far? We've used 1/4 and 1/5 level. Are we? We're not clean sheet, are we?
No, you did.
Did I-
Before you came in,
Yeah.
you long rested before the entrance into here. So feel free to long rest if you didn't beforehand. So you're
Okay.
coming in fresh. And if you
Coming
want to
in
make
fresh
and
to
if you
Ilthil
would
not.
have before you obviously probably would have hit everybody with aid before you came in, I assume.
Yep. Everybody's got that additional 15. Remember,
So everybody increase your
Mhm.
max
HP modifier,
by 15.
and that will consume this 1/4 level slot here. Okay. All right. Fam, we got 2 guys here on the board. We're talking about a long dungeon hall here in Ithilanock.
Mhm.
You guys comfortable without bless on these 2 guys, even though they're chonky?
Yeah.
So we want to try to preserve resources in here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Then we're gonna try to.
Wait,
we're gonna try.
Fed, did you say the doors were closed
They are.
behind us? Okay. Then yeah, let's see if that works. Or if those other 2 guys come
Oh
immediately.
no! Hey, you got a good point. Let's go ahead and rock out that bless. Let's just drop nothing wrong with dropping that, baby. And we'll do a Blizzy bless.
All right.
Yeah, the second level gets all of us right
Yes,
here.
it does.
Okay, let's go ahead and cast second level bless. Everybody's got that D4, and we're gonna
Nice.
do that as the lay bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna drop it off with a little piece of the remix. And
All right.
let's go ahead and yo! I'm gonna slam good old Starry Wisp. Did we detect any kind of damage, resistances or vulnerabilities when they hit them with radiant
No, Radiant
on
seems to work.
Duro?
Your guess would probably be Psychic's probably a bad move in this entire place, but Radiant seems to be working
Mhm.
fine.
Would I think necrotic wouldn't hold up either on this guy?
No, you have nothing. He's alive, so chances are it should still work.
Okay, Duro is alive.
They
Got
are
it.
both alive.
Okay.
They are all tweaked by the far realm, but they are alive.
They're they're twerking.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him with that Yole of the Dead.
All right, I gotta make
Since
a
they're taking damage.
wisdom saving throw, which I have a -1/2, so we're not off to a good start. 12. So that's a failure. And then
All right,
roll
let's go.
that. Toll the dead
Thanks
damage.
D&D Beyond for not having an option for 2d12 once again. We love you.
Yeah, I know. That's real
Okay.
bad.
Here we go. Blessed by the Yo! Oh, that was a good rollover. Hell yeah. 19 plus 5. So 24 points of
Alright.
necrotic.
24 points all apply to Duaro. All right. Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm gonna hold steadfast.
All right. It is his turn. Let's see what we've got. Interesting. Okay.
That's right, Rezzy. Smoke.
Well, we're gonna go for. We'll start off here with you, Bronson, with our short sword attack with the 10. So that ain't gonna work.
Come get some.
We'll go for you, Bishop, which we can now actually roll with disadvantage, which is a wonderful thing.
Nice.
Inside the stat block,
Agreed.
which is also a 12, so that just misses horribly. Okay, and then we're gonna fire off here at you, Bronson, with a a psychic rend, which just misses horribly with the 12. He's got some HP, but he's not doing so well.
I feel that.
Let's see. What's he going to do? He is going to teleport as a bonus action over here. and leaves in his place a swirling, churning piece of the void behind. And I need Bishop and Bronson. Everybody, actually, to make a strength saving throw.
Oh no.
Yo.
I thought it was just you guys because you were close, but it's because it's like a black hole. It's everybody. That's a failure. Oh, you have advantage, Bronson.
Yes, thank you.
13.
Failure. Bishop's is a failure. Oh, don't forget Bishop's plus
4.
4 if you're within
17.
if you're within 10 feet, which you are.
25.
Unfortunately, Gabe.
I'm not. 13.
25. Bronson, you succeed. Bishop, you'll fail. Bronson.
Sure will.
What did you get, LB?
Oh, he's on the phone.
I didn't realize that. Oh, my bad.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
Strength save.
A strength save? I'm great at those.
LB definitely trying
4.
to hide the phone moment that just happened now. Oh, I knew that.
Uh-huh.
4.
Okay, so everybody but Bronson fails. So you will all take 18 points of force damage. Bronson, you'll take 9. And you are pulled. All of you are pulled. Oh, I didn't make Archibald save. Let me make Archie save here, see how he does. He stands a pretty good chance. Nope, not today, though. Here. Yeah, you're all pulled, like, right in close to the void here. All into one little spot. Okay. And you also notice that he seems intrigued as he notices you all get pulled towards the void. But then you'll notice that he kind of cocks his head and is looking right at where Red Soot is. And seems a little, like, curious at the fact that she wasn't pulled by this. He seems to be able to see her.
Have you ever
40
seen Me,
episodes.
Myself, and Irene?
Yes.
Did it work? Yeah, cool. We're good. It reset on Twitch. Sorry, folks. That was Spectrum being Spectrum.
We love it.
Oh, let's reset this too. Did that not?
Jake's camera's now just outside of the frame.
Yeah, I know. We gotta
Oh,
fix that.
buddy.
It's actually not that bad. It's
Yeah.
not that bad.
At least his shoulder's not covering my face.
All right, Let's fix Jake's camera.
Thank you. The joys of streaming from not home.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, so I was saying things, and then it decided to
Yeah,
die.
so he looked at red soot.
And then last thing he did before my internet cut out is he reaches back and puts his hand on the door behind him.
Okay.
So,
I should have stood in between that door.
well, I think, sorry folks over on YouTube, I think you're just shit out of luck for this stream. Because that goes down, it's going to want me to make a whole other stream, so we're just not doing that. Oh well. Anyway. So, he touches the door, and then it is Archibald's turn.
Come on,
He's
Archie.
going to move up to Larnan here. Go ahead and make an attack roll. With a 21, which will hit. And do 18 points of damage to our buddy Larnan. Which is enough to take out Larnan.
Yeah.
Larnan is removed from the map. Archie will then move up to
Get him,
attack
Archie.
the next gentleman here, Dwaro, with his second greatsword attack, or shovel attack, I should say. 18 will hit again.
Spade him.
Nice.
So that's 12
Shoveling.
points of damage to Dwaro, who is still not bloodied at this point.
Oh, damn.
And he's going to make his final strike. 13 will miss. And then it will go to Soot's turn.
Okay. No big deal. I can salvage this.
Uh-huh.
Maybe. I'm trying to not make a lot of noise. Contain the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose. Well, he's right next to Sir Archibald. That makes things harder.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, there's not a lot I can do without.
Do you have hold person?
I don't. I have heat
Real.
metal, but the door's not. The door's not metal, right?
The door is not metal now.
I mean, we all got a turn before this guy coming back. I think we can.
Yeah.
I think we got him.
Okay. I'll hit him with a firebolt.
Okay.
Is that 29 to
Yeah,
hit?
that hits.
Mm.
Sure.
And that's 2d10 plus a d8 plus 5.
Yeah. Big numbers, potentially.
Big numbers. 15. Plus so 16. So 21 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
All right. He is now bloodied.
Red Soot is going to move up next to him. And she's gonna try to intimidate him.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an intimidation check.
He doesn't know what she is. Pop up. Okay. She doesn't intimidate. It's an 8.
And he just is kind of like curious. Very curious. As he stares at her.
That's me.
All right. And then at the top of the round, it is Bishop's turn, but I do have to add our 2 Mind Flayer friends into this initiative order here. All right. They're in. It's your turn, Bishop.
Gable?
Oh, Gable's going before you. That's right.
Yes.
Right. Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we're going to lay the smacketh down.
All right.
All right. Bless is still active, yes?
Mhm.
Okay.
Hell yeah, brother.
8, 11, dirty 20 to hit.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. That is 7, no. 23 points of damage, combination of lightning and piercing.
All right.
Nice.
As a Vex, I get advantage with this next one. That's a 17 on the die plus 9, so 26 to hit.
Yep, you're good.
Ugh. 11. I can't math. 16 points for the second hit.
All right.
And then the dagger attack. No, 17 to hit for the dagger.
17 hits, just hits.
Okay. I forgot about bless for that last one, but it doesn't matter. That is 10. Another 15 points of damage with mixture of piercing and necrotic.
All right, all
For the
applies.
fell blade.
All right.
Nice.
He is still alive.
Mm.
Damn. I am going to. I mean, listen. Bonus section disengage. 5, 10, 15. Go back to the spot that I was hoping to linger at earlier before someone so rudely opened some weird portal thing.
There. All right, now it's Bishop's turn.
Okay. I am going to move up and stab this guy. And I hopes to kill him before the mind flayers get here.
Mm-hmm.
5th level, Brosian breathing.
Oh, look at that.
Nat 20.
A natural 20.
Well, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. He's bloodied already?
He has been bloodied for a bit, yeah.
I'm still gonna throw on a first level smite.
All right.
Always be smoting.
Always be smoting. So it starts out with 24 damage plus another 15, so that is 39 plus 8, which is 47.
All right. How do you want to kill our good buddy Duero Angletor?
I want to like put my hand over his mouth and come up behind him,
Mhm.
just like sever his spine with it,
Mhm.
and then like slowly pull him back.
Yo.
And then throw him in the
In the
mind
pool?
flayer juice pool.
All right.
Oh, dude's getting juiced.
You
Give
do
him the
that.
juice.
And then it is Bronson's turn. The door.
What do we do?
See, the door is opening slowly.
Shit.
It's like plot opening, so it's very slow. Enough to be menacing, but not fast enough that they're here.
I run to the mind flare cut chair and I shit. Man, I gotta at least see what's in that door. I'm gonna run next to Archie.
All right.
What do I see?
You can see that these two mind flayers, having seen that door open back up and hearing a little bit of what's going on in that room, have started to float their way over, interested to what the sounds are happening in the room next door.
So it's gonna copy one of them.
Okay.
Those guys weren't mind flayers, right?
They were
just
not.
people.
They were just people.
Yeah. So
Yep.
it's gonna transform. And they were wearing their cloaks, right? So she'll just like strip one of them real quick.
Well, we are still
Take off her
in.
cloak.
We are still in
Back.
initiative because they are on. It's not their turn yet. The doors have started to open. They were coming over. They're after Archie in the initiative order. So,
Do I shut the door, guys? What?
Nothing to see
nothing
here.
Just
Everything's all right.
Everything's fine.
How are you?
Oh man.
Negative. Big reactor leak. Sorry.
All right, so we're gonna try to thermopylae this and keep him at this choke point and fire over. Because if so, I'm gonna close the doors, raise my shield, and I will unleash an attack if they open up the door.
Okay. All right.
Are they gonna make it here this turn?
You don't know.
That's true.
How
You're right.
How,
I
how
don't.
would you know?
I don't know.
Exactly.
But you guys just want me to fire off a shot at range then here at the door, and are we just gonna do it?
If we could lie to him again and convince him that everything's okay,
All right. Well,
that
I'm
would
gonna
be
give you.
super.
I'm going to give you guys the opportunity then. I will not go and I will not close the door. I will hold my action if they become combatants to attack.
Okay. All right. Archie will do the same. And then it is their turn. The doors finish opening up. And
Oh god.
they will come as eerily as like a unit
Mm.
floating on over. We've played BG3. You know what this looks like. It's unsettling. They come over.
Nobody likes it.
And they look here in the door, and they look down at the dead body on the ground, because only one of them got thrown in the mind flayer pit, the juice
Mhm.
pit, and there's the blood on the ground. You can go ahead and fire off your attack now if you'd like, Robert.
Yeah, we weren't getting away with the blood on the ground, even if I did toss the body. So I'm comfortable
If we
with
had one more turn, we could have done it.
Here we go. Yo!
All right. Fire away.
All right.
We are in full. These are just regular mind flayers for those of you who knows what it means with the 2024 mind flayer stat block. Just standard mind flayers. No need to be very afraid.
I'm gonna save that advantage for a save. I think
Fair.
we're just gonna go ahead and hit him with the wisp because it's better average damage than swinging the Brosian Morningstar.
That's fair.
All right, let me add my Blizzy Bless.
Yeah.
21.
21 hits.
16 points of radiant damage.
All right, 16 points of radiant damage. Okay. Archie said he was going to hold. We'll move him over here. He was going to hold his attack too, so he's going to strike out with his shovel. Here we go. 22 to hit, which will hit
Nice.
for 18 points of damage.
Brosian formation, Archie.
That's attack 1. He will attack.
God, I wish we had the boys right now. Wish we had the
I
boys.
know.
10 will
But you know what?
miss,
Archie's a good.
and a 19 will hit for an additional 20 points of damage.
Nice.
Yo, we're in it. It's serious business. Ugh.
Yeah. Archie's more of a guy, he's not one of the boys.
He's a guy. You know, you gotta know a guy
He's
like
just a
Archie.
guy. What is he gonna do?
Archie doesn't sit in a cuck chair.
No,
Nah.
He's a guy. He's a made guy.
All right. So, that is that. And now it is their turn. So, let's go ahead and see what our buddy Shalgast is going to do here.
I'm not your buddy, guy. Great line.
Not your guy, friend. I don't know how the rest of it goes.
Actually, our other
I'm
friend
not your
here,
friend, pal.
Olthundel over here, he's gonna do his mind blast first.
What was his name? One more
Mm.
time?
Oh, hang on. Let me tell you how big this 60-foot cone is before we start questioning what his name is, real quick. Let's just figure that
This is
out.
the
Can I make this? How do I make this cone? There we go. 60-foot cone.
But what if I never had a brain?
Uh-huh. Oh well, look at that. That gets everybody.
Can't take what's not there, bruh.
I would like
No wrinkles.
everybody
It doesn't taste good.
to make a
Smooth.
intelligence saving throw, if you could.
Does it
Ooh.
go around the corner? Because is it line of sight? Because if he's casting it, he can't hit Bishop with it.
Well, he can get you all with it. Believe me.
Damn it. Okay.
That's fair.
Intelligence
That's
save.
fair.
I will.
Yeah,
I am burning my advantage, GM.
Yep, do it again.
You also have Bardic Inspiration for a plus or for an extra D6, and don't forget about Bless.
Yeah.
And I will use that bardic inspiration as well. I'm
Okay.
smoking it all.
All right.
And so
Oh.
you get an extra +4.
Yes. 22.
That succeeds.
So we get
22.
+8,
You get a +4.
just 4. Okay,
For
so
being-
16.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll physical dice.
Did you
26.
put the Bless in too?
The bless is a D4
Yeah.
on top of that as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm 21.
21.
I can't math. I'm excited.
Ooh. +4. So 20. 30, 20.
All right.
26.
26. I heard. Oh,
Uh,
word.
Also, can you update the map? Chat's asking about the map.
Oh, it should be. Oh, you know what? We it didn't
Ah,
update
went out.
after it went down. That's why. There you go.
What's new in maps?
Yeah, sorry, I just had to refresh because of
Mhm.
when internet disappeared. Okay. That being said, all right. What was it? Everybody's numbers again? Just give me the rattle them off one more time.
26.
Yep.
21.
Good.
26.
20. Okay. Cool. 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 Oh, Archie.
Archie.
Archie is going to fail his intelligence saving throw.
He's the life and soul of this party, Ted.
I know. I understand.
Now we can band together to save him.
All right. Everybody who succeeds, you're going to take, which is everybody except for Archie, is going to take 14 points of psychic damage. And you are not stunned. Archie is going to take 28 points, and he is stunned until the end of the Mind Flayer's next turn.
Yikes.
Now, that was whatever the other guy's name is. The Shalgast is going to attack you, Bronson, with a tentacle attack.
Bring it on, Chalala.
Here we go. Oh, that's a 16 to hit. That's going to miss.
Yeah.
So he only gets the one tentacle attack, so that is his turn. That's both of their turns. Soot, it is your turn.
Okie pokey. Soot is going to move up. Wow. Soot is going to move up, sneak next to Archibald, and I'm going to unleash a burning hands upon them. So please make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That was an 8 with advantage. Dear God.
Whoa. 3 and a 4.
And then a 17.
Okay. 17 is my DC.
All right, so one will pass, one will fail.
So that's 20 points of fire damage max.
Okay.
Burn Nate the peasant soot.
That's with
And the other one will take
D8
half.
The D8 on
It
there,
sure is. And with the
Ugh.
rolling under 3.
Well, you know, can't win them all. All right, they are both 20 points to one, 10 to the other. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Bishop.
Gable.
Gable, sorry. It keep well. It's,
Bronson.
listen, it's the you guys. That's how the order showed up
That's it.
in initiative.
I
It's
know,
got
I
you
know.
first.
It's all good. It's all good.
Aren't you
Okay.
guys tied?
We
Yeah,
are.
but he has higher initiative than I do.
I mean, I guess.
What's your initiative?
It's 5. Just my aura makes it a
Ah.
+9.
Got it. Is there a room for me to sneak in to do attacks then bounce? I'm guessing no,
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
pretty-
okay.
it's pretty tight.
I'm
there.
short.
He is.
Okay.
You can try to go over top of his head.
Yeah, baby. Dunk.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20-ish.
Yep. It's tight
would
right
that-
there.
Would that be
Like
enough
like a
for
toiga.
You can,
for a melee?
You can melee over. You can try. Yeah, I'll let you make a shot here. You can't get the guy on the left. You definitely can't reach him.
That's fine. I just want to get
Yeah.
Shalgas because I know that.
Gracious DM is gracious.
Thank you.
Technically, you should have reach, but I'll let you do it here. Only because I know what's coming. So go ahead and
Thank you for the mercy.
we'll be nice on the first round. First couple rounds here,
21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay. Oh wait, I gotta add there and there. All right. That's 8, 15, 19. 2. That's 27 points of damage.
27 points. Got it.
With advantage because of X.
Yes, everything has been updated to 2024 stat blocks. Chat. At least for
17.
here.
22 to hit with the second one.
Yeah, you're looking for a 15. So
Okay.
You're good to.
Thanks. 10, 14, 19 for that second hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fell blade. I rolled a 14 with the blessed 16. That's
Yep,
without a
you're good.
modifier. Yeah. 11. Shit, almost max. 11, 15. Another 20 points of damage from the fell blade.
All right. Shalgast has been bloodied from these series of attacks here.
And I'm going to disengage 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
Right? 5,
Yeah.
10,
You're good.
15.
And now Bishop.
Okay, cool.
For real this time.
All right. Cool. For real this time, I'm going to move in on shell gas. Because let's try and get one. If we can. And I'm going to attack twice.
Go ahead.
With the broscade, first attack. Whoa!
Nat 20. All right, another one.
Nat 20 again.
Oh,
all right,
you're
I'm
staying in Michigan, buddy.
I'm moving. I'm moving. Here we go. All right. I'm going to use my free smite for the day.
Yeah, for sure.
So that'll be a 3rd level smite. So that is 32 damage plus, or no, that's it's 48 plus my rapier, so that's 5. So that's 40 damage plus 25, so it's 65 plus 8, which is 73 points of damage.
Yeah. How do you want to kill Shalgast?
Let's go.
That's hot.
I want to leap over Bronson and like stab, tackle, roll over him, and then be behind the other guy.
Sure, why not? You could be over here, and Shalgast is dead.
All right. And then I pop up and use my second attack on this guy.
Yeah.
26.
26 hits.
All right, cool. After that, I pop up and do 13 points of damage. A little flourish. Ha!
All right, 13 points. It is Bronson's turn.
All right. I'm going to step up
Mm-hmm.
and I will yo. We're gonna slam him with another starry wisp.
All right. Let's see how we do.
27 before bless.
Oh yeah, 27 definitely hits.
Come on, big whammy. Another 14 points of radiant.
All right, all applies.
And that'll be it for me. I don't have a shield bash yet.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Question.
Yeah.
The mind flayer can't float past me to get to Archibald right now, correct?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Then I will just hold the line.
You got it. Archibald is stunned until the end of the Mind Flayer's turn, so he's out. And then it is our Mind Flayer's turn here. He's going to attack you again, Bronson, or attempt to anyway, with a tentacle attack. Here we go. It's an 18, which will miss. That's his turn. Soot.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw another firebolt at him.
Mm-hmm.
I love not knowing the stat blocks. This is going to be fun for a very short time this year where I don't know
Yeah.
Yeah.
and get to do that and just get to play games again. Oh,
That is a natural 20.
Nice.
Yo!
All right. Well,
So 28 base.
32 base plus the 3 dice.
Yeah. Plus another 16.
So 48 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a big hit. That is enough to bloody this Mind Flayer. So
I can't summon my guy behind him because y'all are right there.
that's true.
Red Soot's gonna go as far as she can over in this direction. I'm going to ping. And she is going to try to at this junction over here on the right.
Mhm.
And she's going to try to hear if anything's coming. If she can hear. She can hear, yeah.
From that like doorway.
From either direction.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Just to make sure we're not gonna get flanked.
Good. As of right now, nothing to hear. I will go back to the top of the round, Gable.
that solid Wi-Fi internet up in Michigan.
There's
Oh,
two.
it's good. It's me. My
okay.
phone's about to die. So I'm switching everything. So I'm moving it around.
Oh, you're now in the charger balance.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you got to get one of those anchor split ones.
Yep, that's right.
Somebody thrown wish list this man.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because I know there's, well, I suppose I can go here.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right. I don't want to cheese it,
Don't
so
worry.
First.
Like I said, this is the first.
Oh, I
round.
know. First
Towing the line
attack.
between efficiency and respecting the threat.
Don't worry. This is the opening salvo. This is fine.
16.
To hit.
Yep.
Yep, that hits.
Sneak attack. I'm gonna pierce her.
Okay.
Oh, that's better. Let's see. 11. 17,
Chat, don't be like me.
5,
Don't forget snacks
7,
before you fight mind flayers.
32.
All I have is coffee and strawberry milk.
Oh God.
Did you say 42?
32 points
32.
of damage with that first hit.
Got it.
I slept in instead of getting my groceries today.
That that's a 17 on the die
Mm-hmm.
for the second strike. God bless America. I keep dropping my dice. Okay. Oh. 11, 16, 21 points of damage for the second hit.
All right.
And then Fell Blade. Ooh, 15 to hit.
15 is right on the dot.
Okay. That's 8, 9, 14 more points of damage.
All right. He is still alive.
Bonus section disengage. 5, 10,
All
15. I have one job on this lousy ship. It's stupid, but I'm going to do it.
All right. Bishop, if you're still
All
over there,
right.
Jake.
I'm still around. I'm working on everything. I'm gonna figure it out before my phone dies, I think. But in the meantime, I'll stab twice.
All right.
All right. But I hit him last time, so I will have advantage on this.
Mm-hmm.
But I imagine 13 doesn't hit, but I have bless. Can bless bring me there?
It can. 2 or higher.
All right. Well, let's see.
2 is
2.
the number.
All right, great. That one will deal 16 points of damage.
All right. How do you want to kill this mind flayer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Nice.
go, team.
I want to grab his face tentacles. I
Uh-huh.
want to pull him down and then just launch straight forward, just right center mass in his stupid face.
Okay. You do that.
Okay.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
I'll just answer this too, chat, because I saw the comment about casting in melee and stuff like that. Part of that is just the functionality of switching from 2014 to 2024, because previously an older spell that I'd made that Bronson had that he'd gotten access to through Magic Initiate Druid was a spell that worked like a lot of the enemy spell stat blocks, where they say like it could be a melee attack or a ranged attack and the enemies get both. I had a spell like that, but when we transitioned over, I didn't realize that was made in 2014, so Bronson didn't carry that one forward, so I just carried that over to Starry Wisp because it just makes sense to me. So that's why technically, rules as written, he would be at disadvantage because he's in melee, but that one I'm not counting it because of other things. Just because I saw the question, I'll answer it.
It's also the only one that I do that on.
Correct. So we had like I said, we had a spell. It actually did more damage, but Starry Wisp has the effect of it doing the no invisibility, and it makes sense to me character wise. So that's why. Technically, chat, you are correct, but anyway, you're out of combat. You've killed 2 mind flayers and 2 cultists,
Okay.
and you've gone in 2 rooms. So far,
All right.
2 rooms cleared.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Just a little bit more, right? Just a little bit more through this, and
This is
that's
just
it.
the beginning. This is the very entrance.
Right. It's fine. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah. Okay. Good news. Bad news. They can see red soot, so she can't go sneaking around. But
The mind flayers didn't seem
Yeah.
to see her, for what it's
Oh,
worth.
okay.
Only
It was
that
just
guy.
those guys.
For just the one guy. You can make me an Arcana check if you would like.
Okay. 23.
You're not. There's no way for you to know how, but it
Yeah.
seems like it's a true sight situation, and one of those guys had true sight.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, so maybe not so much, but Red Soot, do you see anything over there? Do you hear anything?
She does not see or hear anything from that
Okay.
current location.
Okay, so I had an idea to change into one of these guys and walk us around, but if one of them had true sight and I don't, that might be a problem, or like mind reading stuff. But I mean, would it be worth a shot to do that?
Bishop, you make the call. I don't feel secure enough to make that decision.
Okay, I think if we careful, I don't know. No, you and I are sneakier than Redsa if she's not invisible.
This is true.
So that's pretty easy.
It's just a little
Well,
bit of profanity.
well, if she would, if I don't want her to get zapped into nothingness.
Agreed.
Fair.
She doesn't
Caution
have a
is
body. She
key.
needs to be careful.
Okay, she says we are all welcome to go first.
Excellent.
Delightful, I think.
Shall we? Does anyone need heals?
Uh, lightly.
A little.
Okay. I will. Bronson, you want to split it?
You bet. Who's got the gnarliest?
Archie's at like half, so he's down like 40, 50 points.
Oh, he's down.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's down the big one.
Give whatever healing you had in mind for me over to Archie.
All right.
He might have more health because I forget I keep flip-flopping the stat block, and that's on me. I gotta just pull up the right one.
We all know that when Archie dies, the very heart of this party dies with him.
He said he's only staying with us for like for this adventure, so.
I put a
yeah,
hand on shoulder. I'm like, just let him have this.
Okay, yeah. And then she'll put her hand on your hand on her shoulder, and she'll cast Cure Wounds.
Nice.
Oh, you know what? There's a new stat block in the 2025 Monster Manual. And I'm going to Archie's going to get a little upgrade here. Archie's going to go from a knight to a questing knight because that's a thing that exists.
Let's go.
Which now Archie gets some spells too. So.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Archie's got greater restoration now and dispel evil and good.
Oh, those are good.
Holy,
you're gonna get
maybe
back.
I shouldn't. God damn that damage.
No, sleep.
Archie's greatsword goes to 2d6 plus 5 plus 5d8 radiant damage.
Good
Dang.
With every
Lord.
hit.
On
Let's
every
go.
hit, yeah.
Maybe you could find a middle ground.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we come up with.
All right. So everybody, I'm gonna give you guys each one good berry. Those good berries are all 7 still, right, Ted?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everybody's got a level 7 good berry backup. So that means I have 7 of these now. So I'm gonna use. Let's use 4 of them on Archie to get him 28. And then I will use a first level Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
And you got 13 back. I don't know if you heard me.
No, I did not, but I am very thankful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then
Sweet,
Archie
man.
gets 19.
Got it. Yeah. Archie's gonna get. We're gonna. After this, I'll keep him at the questing night for tonight's session, and I will give him an official unique stat block that is like a middle
Yay!
ground. So he's
Hell
just.
yeah.
We're just gonna say he's got some righteous knight fury for tonight for being stunned, and he feels real bad about it. So all his damage is super juiced for tonight. So make the most of
Nice.
him while you've got him here till he gets his unique stat block.
Let's
for
go,
next
go, 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 go.
week. So, heals all around. You guys now have. I can give you a little bit more of this area here. Where would you all like to go? Yeah, Archie can get that trinket for sure, chat. Nobody
Trinkets for Archie.
nobody wanted to drink. I know your trinket was contingent on somebody drinking the goop. But nobody wanted to
Nobody's
drink the
gonna
goop.
drink the goop.
But we can give
Come on
Archie
now.
that trinket. I mean, hey, listen, you don't know what the goop does. Maybe it's really great goop.
Could be. Probably for mind flayers, it's amazing.
I'm gonna eat one of my good berries, and
All right.
that'll give me 7
It's free goop. Who can pass up on that?
free goop.
Archie gets the fork of greater poultry. Anything eaten with this fork tastes like chicken. That's his trinket.
If it's original recipe, that's not so bad.
I
He's
mean,
a simple man
Archie.
with simple needs.
yeah.
Might I try something for just a moment with that fork?
Oh, yeah, it works.
Please?
It works. You can taste chicken with Archie's fork.
What?
Archie, I will give you all of the gold in my bag for this fork.
Let's go, dude. Holy shit.
You have no idea. You have no idea. I've only tasted lemon for weeks.
Dude, what
Don't take this from me.
Archie, I'll trade something for it if you'd like. I have I have this crystal, and she's gonna pull out from her backpack a lapis lazuli.
Yeah. No, he'll trade it. He's like, I'm here to support the party. Ha! And he hands you over the fork of greater poultry.
Oh, it's okay. It's
Openly
okay.
weeps.
It's okay. It's okay.
What a moment.
So like
Archie,
she comes up,
This
she like
starts-
gets in his like squish face a little bit to like get those tears out.
Archie gets 19 points
Okay.
back on my level 1 cure wounds.
Got it.
I like that Jake keeps like peeking in and out.
You did get a trinket
Not
there
bad.
also, Gable. If you
Oh.
would like, you could warlock
Please
or
tell me
rogue.
it's the spices of ever spicing that supersedes dead taste buds.
Can roll me that percentile.
20 on the dot.
Okay. Do you want warlock or do you want rogue?
Give me warlock.
Okay. Yeah, well, that doesn't really help you that much. This stick of blue lipstick, but it is blue
I
lipstick.
like experimenting.
While applied, the wearer doesn't need to drink.
I'd fuck me.
Wow.
Robert, roll me one too. Chat's going on
Oh,
trinket
no,
fest now.
no.
We
Oh,
gotta
no.
do it. Go ahead. Give me a percentile.
Oh,
65.
65. All right. 65 on the cleric table. All right. Okay, this one, they're not all crazy. This one is a lock that once held closed a forbidden manuscript.
Ooh.
So that means wherever that manuscript is, it's out in the wild. I have to come up with a manuscript now. Oh, Soot, go ahead. Give me one.
Hey.
Thank you. 88.
All right. Black and white bean pods that hatch into tiny fish when placed in water.
That's very
Cool.
cool.
Are they foam or are they real fish?
They are real
Tune
fish.
in next Wednesday.
They're koi fish, actually.
Ooh.
It's a little Avatar Last Airbender for you there.
Nobody approach those koi fish with a knife.
Yeah.
Trauma.
Don't
Trauma.
throw one in the tadpole pool.
The moon's
Ah.
haunted. Don't.
That's how you get a gyrodose, okay?
Yeah,
That's
just
confirmed.
Yeah. All right. Now where do you want to go? Jake's back for 2 seconds. There he's
Yeah.
He's back again.
Whoa!
Hi. Seems as though I have
okay.
to be in this specific.
Yeah. Do we want to go
tab.
top left here?
Well,
Yeah. Now that things are a little more clear, do we want, as far as there's no people, do we want to check out top left over here, or
There was also a
Conti-
door in the main room behind the statue.
yeah, or
and
south?
then there was the passageway south, yeah. Which I guess I can give you a little bit more of the southern passageway too.
I don't really know anything. We don't have like a map of this place.
You don't know.
Okay. So if I was, what about stone cunning? Can you? Well, okay. Wait. Oh. I can locate an object. I can locate the thing. One of
The
the
obelisk?
obelisk pieces. Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
I love
okay.
it.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I will cast locate object.
Okay. You cast locate object, and there are no obelisk pieces anywhere within 1,000 feet.
All right. Well, that's something.
There we go. We're digging deeper.
I suppose. Well, I guess it's dealer's choice. Who wants to pick?
Isn't this place like 3 miles? Like,
Well, you came 7 miles. You're 7 miles subterranean from Phandelver to be into this place.
God, that's terrifying. I just really don't even want to think about that.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I'm not thinking about that. That's never mind. I'm good. I am pleased. Bronson doesn't know, and nor has he thought about it. That's God, that's awful.
What's worse is you probably know more than anybody. With stone cunning and tremor sense options, you probably are the keenest aware of what's going on.
I'm not going through there. That's too tight. Everybody wants to go. Everybody wants to go caving at first when they're in college, and then things get real tight, and you're like, "No, I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna watch it on HDTV instead. I know it's cool back there."
You're living the descent right now. Like that's what's
Yeah.
happening right now. It's
Oh.
like
if it's not spelunking or underwater cave diving, all things that I will never do in this lifetime, and blissfully drink cocktails with umbrellas before ever doing.
I can tell you from personal work experience, caving can be a lot of fun, but it can also be some of the most terrifying things that you will ever experience. Having gone and had to do all sorts of environmental testing where we're spelunking down a cave. And when I tell you, like, you cannot see this far in front of your face because it's that dark. Like
True darkness.
you've got your headlamp and maybe some glow sticks or some other flashlights, and that's the only source of light. And we're going down, and we have water monitor meters, right? We're measuring. We're trying to test. Indulge me for a minute, if you will, chat. We're trying to monitor the levels of water from an area that they want to open a resort. They want to see if the watershed will have enough water to sustain people coming and staying at a resort, right? It's been closed down for a while. Is the water table enough that you could bring in a bunch of people showering, bathing, bathroom, all that stuff? So we have to test the water. But it had some issues with some environmental stuff. So we got to see, like, is it contaminated? How's the water holding up, right? So we've done this 3 or 4 times over the past year or so. We're coming down, checking everything. And we go down and we have, like, we set up all of our water monitoring equipment where we have, like, it's like a big long spool and it beeps when it hits the water, right? So we go down into the deepest cave, we spelunk down, we trek the however far to get there, and we hook up. We got a laptop where, like, the laptop screen is the light here in the dark where we plug in the water monitor, and we're there in the dark. It's me and my buddy. We're doing this. We plug in the water monitor. No signal. That's weird. There should be a signal. Why is there no signal? There's nothing down here. It's just a water monitor. Just plug it into the laptop. Should be good. You know what? Maybe something happened. Let's trace the line. Because we're white idiots. Let's trace the line. You know, that's what we do. But we walk down. And, like, we're following along, you know, and it's a big open cave, right? So we're walking along. And then we're tracing the line. We're like, man, it's getting real tight all of a sudden. And then, like, we walk along, we find the water pool, we find the end of the monitor, and we're like, okay, it's here. Why is it not working? And then, like, it didn't connect, like, it got tighter there for a minute. We turn around and, like, we shine the lights up and we look, and the part where it got tight, a giant, like, a size of a F-250 chunk of the ceiling had sheared off and fell down sometime before we came in there, and it severed the connection to the water monitor. Like, that happened before we got here.
Yeah.
But it could have happened at any point. Could have happened while we were in there. We're like, let's get the fuck out of here. We're done.
we're gone.
We're like, that
This
cave.
water doesn't need to be monitored.
No, we're done now. Goodbye. So that was the fastest we hustled out of that cave. I'll tell you that much. So yeah, terrifying was the point. So anyway, continue. I've had a lot of weird experiences with my work life, Chad. I've done a lot of crazy shit, a lot of weird one-off things. So that's the kind of shit that happens. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Hammond. I can't endorse your park. So you've got a plethora of locations to go. An NVIDIA broadcast, if you're Robert. Where would you like?
Accidentally closed down the wrong window.
What would you guys? Where would you like to go?
I want to go top left.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Hey, listen. Someone's got to take charge. You're taking charge. Top left. I give you.
I'm taking charge. Can red soot move through walls?
I don't see why not.
Can she peek into this room and see what's up?
The one to the right there.
Correct.
Yeah, let me get to that because I want to see if there's a weird thing on this door. There
Soot
is.
puts her hand up.
There is a weird thing. Okay, so the door, or maybe it's in the room. Yeah, it's in the room. All right, I'll just reveal it for you. Here you go.
Oh.
Okay. What's weird? So she walks into this room, and what's odd is there are all sorts of messages like inscribed on the door and on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in 4-line stanzas, these inscriptions. And you've never seen anything like this before.
Mm-hmm.
It's odd. And it's like, it's definitely got like, it's carved inscriptions and things like that. But yeah, making sense of it, there's nothing really making too much sense when you take a look at it.
Is it like A language that she understands?
No, but you can attempt to make a intelligence check if you'd
Okay.
like, but you have to touch it
Uh,
to do that.
and she cannot.
No, you can
Okay.
though.
But there's nobody in there.
Oh, I didn't say that. I was just talking about
Well, step one,
Oh.
step two.
sitting. 4 padded chairs and a low stone shelf holding 4 crystal pitchers, a large bowl, and several glasses. And a pale mind flayer sits in one of the chairs in a black, tattered robe.
Oshundo. the
Does it look
Alhoon.
old?
It looks dead, but undead. And it turns and
Oh.
it goes, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here. Who are you?" When it sees red soot walk through the wall.
My apologies. I think I'm a bit lost. Being a
Do,
spirit is new to me.
do tell. Go on.
I
Spirit, you
found
say?
myself. Yes, I mean, clearly I'm incorporeal.
Mm.
You seem to be not of the living as well.
No, I've been here for a long, long time.
Is this in her head, then?
Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
Yeah. I have not seen one like you before. Are you, if I may ask, of the elderly persuasion for your kind?
And he kind of like a weird, sickening, is that a laugh? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just kind of like, that's one way you could put it. No, I've been here for so long. In some could say I've moved on, but I just found ways to maintain my presence here. I I pursued many, many avenues of arcane magic, and well, let's just say when one of my persuasion realizes that perhaps lichdom is more powerful than an elder brain, maybe it's the best move.
I see. So you are no longer connected to.
That one, no, it's all sort of infected and I don't see how anyone could even think to speak with that.
It,
It's just
I'm.
anyway.
I apologize. I've never seen.
Oh, it's
An
would you like? It's just, and he gestures through the wall. Just take a small little jaunt through the wall. You could see it yourself.
Could it see me?
Oh, perhaps. I don't converse with it. It's, sometimes things just, they don't work out the way you plan. It's been here for a long time, and I think it's just sick or some form of infection, whether from too much far realm energy or not enough sacrifices, thralls. I don't know what it is, but it's.
Interesting. Well, would it be better if it was sent back to where it came from?
No, perhaps. I, frankly, I don't really care. I have no connection to
Understandable.
this.
Well, you are
I
one.
was here in the heyday of Elithanok centuries ago. But the
Yes.
fools that were here kicked me out for practicing magic. Well, they're all dead and I'm still here. So who's really the fool in the long run?
Clearly. Well, I don't mean to interrupt your quiet time. Do you wish to stay here, or
Oh,
do you want to
I'm
move on?
no. I came back here to harvest mind crystals and found all sorts of interesting things happening. So I figured perhaps it'd be worth staying, seeing what all of these masters are up to. I just find it interesting to watch them attempt their little ritual. By the way, your friends in
Yes.
the hallway, would they like to come in?
Oh, They don't have to if you don't want that much attention.
Oh, I mean, I'm not worried, but that's up to them. I'm sure they're going to want to
I
see what's in here and in all these other rooms, and
They are quite curious.
well,
One moment, Alia shall call them in.
all right,
Can I do an insight check on this guy?
sure.
Okay.
I am
In-
uncomfort.
That is
Mhm.
a 18.
It's so again, mind
Mhm.
flayers, real hard to read in general
Yeah,
because just the literal alien nature of them.
hmm
You can also make me an Arcana check if you'd like.
I rolled the same thing. That would be a 14.
I
15.
it's probably not. You guys know a little bit. You were coming in here with mind flayers and things. Um, uh, we would guess it'd be something that's referred to as an Alhoon. This is an undead mind flayer, like
Mm-hmm.
that's pursued lichdom. In the form of arcane magics. Again, typically arcane magics is looked down upon by mind
Mm-hmm.
flayers as you shouldn't need to steep to the level of mundane magic when you have the power of your mind and psionics and the elder brains connection. Uh, but when it doesn't, there's nothing that like forces you to die, but the fact that you've taken the time to study this high level of magics leads you to pursue that that path that so many wizards take. It's just you're a slightly different version of that. So you would have you would also know, I would just say that Alhoons have no they're undead. They have no need to consume a brain. They don't need to
Yeah.
consume. That's not part of their process, if you will. So, while they do retain a large portion of the mind flayer abilities they had during life, they also are now
Mm-hmm.
augmented with the powers of high level wizard magic.
Mm-hmm.
But no need to consume the brain, whether for
Yeah.
sustenance or for pleasure.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Soot is
Enemy of
standing in
our
the hall.
enemy, baby.
Yeah, right. Soot is standing in the hallway, and you kind of see her like looking around for a second, and then like she like looks back at the door. She's like listening for a minute. Why are you addressing everyone? They can't hear you. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. Okay, I'll tell them. So apparently there is an illithid in there. It's a comfy room, apparently. And it's an illithid that is also a lich that isn't connected to the elder brain. And he seems really nice. So we should go talk to him. He knows we're here, so
Hmm.
Before we even move, I look at Bishop. Can you keep it in your pants, darling?
I touched the broscade and I said, okay.
she says the enemy of my enemy, because he's not really on board with what they're doing here. He just finds it interesting. And the brain is diseased. She says the brain is diseased.
The brain is
Brain
diseased.
East.
Brain
All
is
right.
diseased.
Okay. Well, whatever information we can get out of this, we need to gather, and that's important enough to make an unsettling ally here.
Yeah.
Knowing what's behind these doors instead of playing F around and find out is of the utmost order.
Okay. Soot will open the door and walk in.
all right, and I will put on screen for all of you our good buddy Oshundo, what he looks like
Show me, show me, show me.
with his orange orb.
Oh,
Oh,
he
look at
looks
it.
so cool.
Right?
Yo. Okay, see, now I want the fortune teller, like Tom, Tom Cruise big style, but I
Mhm.
want it to be a mind flayer.
I mean, there you go. You have the power to put
Ugh.
that in.
That-
I think Alhoons are one of the coolest creatures that I always I thought it was interesting to see a mind flayer that, and again, much cooler before Baldur's Gate seemed to make it all the rage. The mind flayer
Yes.
that's just like, I can do better than not being part of a hive mind. I could do my own thing. I always thought that was very cool. And then Baldur's Gate's like, how about we show you two guys that do that? And I'm like, all right, well,
You're like,
now
great,
it's
okay,
now
cool.
it's
Mm.
there goes my
Now
mind
it's
flayer
fun.
campaign. Like that's not
Mhm.
the way. But anyway, yes. So you all enter into the room, and you see again Oshundo sitting here, and he's got his various kind of crystal pitchers sitting on that table in the back. We'll zoom in here so chat can get a good look at what's going on. And he says, fascinating. There are, I'll be honest, I didn't expect to see anyone other than, well, the current denizens of Elithanok, but to see so many people not, well, not exactly, you are slightly touched by the far realm, yes, but not corrupted as so many others are.
Yeah, this weird thing is happening, and she like puts up her arm, and it like does weird bone things.
It says, yes, that's interesting. Well, I didn't expect to have such interesting conversation. I tell you what. What would you like to know? You each can ask me a question, and I will
Ooh.
answer it truthfully. I have nothing to hide from all of you.
Oh man. I want to ask about the Brosian Empire, but I
And he says, I'll tell you what. I'll give you some things I think you might be interested in if you want to know. Otherwise, feel free to ask what you like.
okay.
I know of these masters, they're more fanatics than anything, and I could describe each of them to you if you so wish. I know what this ritual they're attempting to do is, and I know that there may be some complications that they're suffering. I can tell you about my history and who I am and what brought me here, and I could possibly give you some more information about this obelisk. And well, perhaps I could give you more information about the reason why reason why I've returned and what I've been excavating. Or, answer anything else I might be able to provide answers to. And I'll be nice. I'll tell you up front if what you're asking is something that's beyond my capabilities to answer, and maybe we'll broker for additional questions.
Mm.
Please, the floor is yours.
All right, Oshundo. My name is Bronson Barley, the Lion of Leyland. My question for you is it better for us to storm and kill this elder brain and sever the connection to the rest of the mind flayers down here if our goal is to try to save the city above this city?
Interesting. Well, I don't think this elder brain it's a shamble of what it once was. The fluid in its pool is disgusting and lacking, and it's obsessed with the far realm, and it's been manipulated by these fanatics. They've instilled paranoia and obsession within it. To what end, I'm not entirely sure what their purpose is, but it knows you're here. The second you set foot in here, it's aware of anyone that walks this location. So it is aware of your presence, but destroying it, well, I don't care. Feel free to do so. I don't think it will necessarily help one way or the other in your mission to protect the people from the ritual that's being conducted.
Is the ritual being done here?
No. There are portals here that lead to areas in the far realm, and once, if you were to go through and gather all of the things, if you will, from all of the locations, you can open a true portal to there's more little rifts to small localized areas. You need to make the big trip, as it were, to beyond this plane of existence. You will need to head into, well, beyond the lightless star, into the far realm proper if you wish to stop their ritual at its source. Travel through the briny maze and defeat them within the endless void.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's all quite impressive.
Shit.
Yep.
I have a question.
Do go on.
Gable is fully like lounging in one of these chairs,
Mm-hmm.
but he says, "You carry such distaste for what is happening down here, and yet you remain relaxed in here. I'm curious,
Mm.
what would your price be to join us in stopping this ritual?"
Hmm.
You
Interesting.
clearly don't care for what they're doing down here. You don't care for the Elder Brain or its affliction.
No, I don't, but they're working for or towards a. Have you ever heard of Ilvash before?
I can't say that I have.
Well, how would I describe Ilvash to you all in a way that you would understand? A godlet? Would that make sense? A fledgling illithid god trying to grow its power within the far realm? It has a strange. The briny maze is its domain. They're working for Ilvash. He's the one who is their fanatical devotion is towards. He's their patron, and the one you'll need to stop to prevent anything from truly happening. So, while I do appreciate a good foray into combat and chances to show my fellow brethren that their thoughts on my practicing of magic may be foolish, I have no quarry with a god.
That's fair. But what if we. This isn't my question. This is just a suggestion.
Hmm.
What if we offered that when we clear this place out of these fanatics and all that, we guarantee that no one will come bother you down here?
Hmm. I understand what you're asking, and well, I could just leave whenever I want. I was actually invited by one of the fanatics to be a guest. I was coming back for my own purposes, and they said, "No, please stay. You have so much historical knowledge." And I was just, all right, sure, why not? They're a bunch of fools anyway, but still, again, I have no quarry or quarrel rather with a godlet, so I'm
That's
more than
fair.
willing to provide you information and not kill you where you stand. So
We appreciate that.
By all means,
We do.
I truly, it's no one down here is a good conversationalist. They're all either obsessed with these fanatics or all sorts of different things. The Slod in the south are trying to grow their tadpoles. It's a whole thing. I don't have any need for care for that.
hmm
As a study of the arcane,
Hmm.
what do you think this kept locked? And I'm going to produce the lock that I just found.
Okay. And he looks at it and he goes, interesting. And he will kind of like put down his like he'll like let go of his like orange orb and it just kind of floats next to him. And he'll pick up your little lock and he'll kind of like look it around and he'll say, huh. Well, I didn't know this to be here. There's no reason for it, as divine magics are not things often found with or dealt with illithids, but if I had to put something on this and say what this held shut, there are small carvings, and he'll flip it over and kind of like with, mind magic sort of like lift, and you'll see flecks of skin pull off of the back of the lock.
Hmm.
And he'll say, if I were to guess, and you'll see is he'll like look at that and he'll like grab one of the little flecks and like in his mouth, taste it. And he'll say, and he'll look over at you, Bishop, and he'll say, this is interesting. Well, would you mind if I just were to just like one little, and he just like his tentacles kind of
Hmm.
just your arm just for a moment.
Well, can I insight
Yeah,
him?
sure.
Yeah, I have to disappear to insight quick though.
I will also insight.
Yeah, of course.
6. Sure. For science? Anything.
All right.
22.
I mean, you're not really sure what he's asking. He just asked to see Bishop's arm momentarily.
I see no
I
problem.
mean, I've heard these new diabetic needles aren't so bad.
Delicious.
So all right, he will reach out with one of his little like tendrils, and he'll just like a top little layer of Bishop's skin. Nothing breaking the skin, no bleeding, and he'll just put it back into his mouth. And he goes, "Yes, it's as I thought. The flesh of a paladin on the back of this lock. There's only one book that I know that uses the flesh of a paladin for its binding in its pages. And only those of a good persuasion. And that, my friends, is the Book of Vile Darkness."
Yeet.
Gable visibly like goes from a relaxed position to an intrigued one. I'm sorry. What?
Oh, yes, I'm sure your friends they've both heard of this book. It's one of the most powerful evil artifacts developed for the purposes of all manner of twisting and evil purposes. And they say the original, no, who knows where that was, but to reproduce it, to have it maintain its power, and add additional pages to it, the pages must be carved, the runes into the skin of a good aligned paladin is the only way to add to its power.
Interesting.
It's
That
a
is
bad
scary
thing.
and also cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So someone's unlocked it, is what it sounds like. It seems someone
yeah,
put a
that's
lock
not
on it,
great.
probably with good reason. I mean, I would assume. But now it's unlocked. And somewhere Well, it's somewhere. Who knows where? But someone has it. And someone seems to be probably reading it. So that sounds like fun for you.
But not for you.
No, I couldn't care less.
Hmm.
I do not practice divine magics. I am in all manner of being an abomination to all gods, so.
I
Yeah,
don't think
pretty
you're an
much.
abomination. So, okay, here where we are, we need to get to the far realm
Yes.
to stop the thing from happening.
Yes.
What's the best way for us to get there? I mean, I guess I'm thinking about the way for us to get to the end as quickly as possible without having a wave of illithids coming to attack us from behind, and also being able to get out.
Well, that's fair. There's only a few others within this vicinity. There
Oh,
are
no.
other creatures corrupted by the far realms, Nothix and Slod, and various other creatures. You'll need to make your way past the Elder Brain's chamber to be able to access where the portal will take you to the Briny Maze. However, it's not as easy as just walking into that chamber. You'll need to gather runes from various other locations within Ilithanok. There are 3 separate areas. There's the Well, I did say I'd be truthful, so I can't lie. Well, it's fun to play the I know something you don't know game. I promise to be nice. So there's the Spawn Hollow, where the Slod are looking to breed more of their brethren, a tadpole breeding facility. There's the feeder trenches, where several grells have a variety of different goop and slime of which they're doing, and the labyrinth of eyes, which I'm sure you can guess what sort of aberrations live there.
Yuck.
Yes, but our dear friend over there is what happens when you give mind flayer tadpoles to a beholder, so it's a little bit different than a standard one.
It's a
There's a
behind
behold-
player.
behind flare.
Not
Yeah. Well, I do think behind flare is an excellent name. Oculorb is what we typically call them.
ah
Ah. Okay.
terrible, terrible, terrible news.
Yes, it seems
Oh,
you're going
dear.
to have quite the time.
You've been so kind to us. And like you guys see Soot look in a direction and hear nothing as Red Soot speaks. You have immense arcane capabilities. And only one of us has the magics to shield our minds. Would you, for a price, be able to shield us, at least some of us? Or give us or if there is something in this space to help with that?
Well, it's probably not what you're wanting to do, but
Who knows?
are you familiar with the statue outside this room with the
Mhm.
green dripping liquid?
Kind of looks like boogers.
Yes.
Yes, it did smell a little funny.
It is bland mucus, but it is nutritious and oddly mentally fortifying. Were you to consume that mucus, you'll find your minds shielded to some degree from psychic damage for a short period, and the further you take this away from the source, the potency shall diminish over time.
Yeah, understandable.
But mechanically, it'll give you resistance to psychic damage for 10 minutes, but the goop loses its potency after an hour, so you can bring more with you. but after an hour away from that location, it will lose all
Mhm.
potency. But you'll have 10 minutes of resistance to psychic damage by drinking the mucus.
Mm,
Yummy.
I told you guys it's gonna get weird. I told you.
a bucket of goo.
I don't know what you guys are worried about. I have this wonderful fork that will make it taste like chicken. So you know what? I'm
You
fine
just
with
feed it to all of us.
it.
This is actually delicious. It's got the perfect level of spice.
Oh. Fascinating.
As I said, I have psychic magic bores me. I'm beyond that now, and I also have no interest in gods and performance of this ritual. And while the fanatics invited me to stay as a guest, I also have no love for them. So I plan to stay here and finish transcribing my maps and things I found into my crystal, and he'll like pull back his orange kind of orb.
Ooh.
And you've been more than forthright. So what I will say is, on your honor, and he looks specifically at Bishop, knowing that that's his best
Mm.
bet. If you were to deposit here any mind crystals you find in your trip, then I think we can have an accord that I will not look to fight you in any way and continue to answer additional questions for each crystal delivered.
Well, you've been nothing but reasonable so far.
Oh.
So,
I have one.
Okay. Yeah, you do. You hand it over to him?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, look at that. Off to a great start. What would you like to know?
ooh. Would you be able to perhaps download a map
A
of
map?
this
Yes.
area directly into our brains?
And he
Or
goes,
just draw it.
and he goes, well, mostly the maps that I'm keeping here are Underdark maps, which I don't think particularly would be helpful to you, but you just want to know where you need to go to find these other locations. Is that correct?
Yeah, like this whole Ilithanak.
Sure. Why not? I can't say
Awesome.
what's in all of those locations,
Mm-hmm.
but I can show you where everything is, and I'll leave it up to you to figure out where to go.
And maybe can you describe the things that we're looking for?
Sure. And with that, he will reveal the entirety of the map to you all.
Let's fucking go.
Yo.
Yay!
So you have the entire map at your disposal. The entirety of Elithanak.
We really did. I promised that I didn't know this map at all, but this was the best place to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
guys have the
What a play.
The entire map at your disposal. He will also, because it's, he doesn't care for it, he will also reveal to you the presence of the Elder Brain and where it is on the map.
Oh, that
you
makes
can
sense.
See the infected Elder Brain.
Gross.
And he will tell you that you will need to travel. Basically, you guys are going to have to travel to those 3 off-point locations. And there, inside each one of those locations, you will be looking for a stone, like a runic
Love stones.
stone. So that will you'll need to bring the 3 of those to that room just past the mind flare, or the Elder Brain, to open the portal to the briny maze, to Ilvash's domain.
Cool. Does he describe what they look like to me? So maybe I could use a locate object on them?
Well, they're through portals, so they'd be
Yeah,
far
it wouldn't
away.
help you anyway. Yeah, they're in another plane. They're through these.
Well, not right now, but
Correct. These locations, the Labyrinth of Eyes, the Spawn Hollow, and the Feeder Trenches are like, for lack of a better term, like demi-planes within the Far Realm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like
Gross.
you're traveling from this plane of existence momentarily to a location on the Far Realm to then come back and then make the true trip. So yeah, he can describe these to you. There are they're basically they're just like a rune stone that are kind of, let's see, they are moist to the touch. He'll describe them that they if they're damaged, they leak gray ichor like blood from these stones. But there's one in each of those locations. They must be brought together to open the portal.
Why are they keeping them separated?
Oh, for folks like yourself causing problems.
Obviously. Well,
They're
I guess
able
my
to traverse with. They know where they're going. Plane shifting
Right.
magic and the things can get you where you need to go if you know where to go.
Sure.
My only other question is, they took some people from the village above. Where would they
yes.
be keeping them?
Oh,
In the feeding place or the turning
no,
place?
they're in there. You'll need to find them within the briny maze as part of the ritual
Oh.
for. They're sort of ascension sort of ritual for this Ilvash.
Sacrifice.
Yes.
Yummy. Well, that means they're still alive and probably not Illithid.
Not yet,
Okay.
but I'll be honest, I've never been to the briny maze, but from what I understand, horrors await you around every corner. Creatures of all manner of undead monstrosities. I think there's even a dragon. I don't know.
Cool. Cool. Like
Yes.
a weird dragon?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
There's probably a beholder in there too. If I just really
Yeah.
throw a dart at an aberration, it's probably there.
Right.
all right. Well,
I think there's a purple worm there too. But like one with mind powers.
of course,
Great.
Yes.
because they're not enough all by themselves.
No. I believe there's an
Is there anything behind that door behind you that we need to know about?
Well, those are my personal chambers, but
All right.
no, there's not. I mean, it's my bed and a few other things. Nothing of real interest that I would think you would be curious about. I've got an inkwell made out of amber that's worth like 280 gold pieces in there. That's about the only thing of interest in there.
I think that's okay.
That sounds like
So
something of yours. We don't want to
yeah.
relieve you of your
You've been
personal
very nice.
belongings.
We don't want to take it from you. And then Red Soot speaks up. Another question for you, if I may. I am supposed to be within that body.
Interesting.
We were severed by mind magic. Do you have the capability to put us back together? Because as much fun as it is watching you do all the things that you do, I prefer the quick path, honestly.
Well, my knowledge of mind magics has really dwindled over the years as I've performed and moved on to much more powerful. There's so many better spells than there is psychically rending people, the things you can do with magic. Remove memories, shift planes, force people to do things you want, negate magics entirely, freeze things, burn things, shock things, desiccation. Why live in a pure area of just the mind when all primal power can be at your disposal? That being said, are you... Well... While mind magic is not something I'm as versed as I was once, necromancy is something that I'm much more knowledgeable about. And by that, I mean, I think, if you want. I've never done it before, but I'm always willing to try. Would you like your own body? We could make one for you. And you could do whatever you like.
That is a big question.
Well, we're just, I don't mean to presume, and we're becoming fast friends, and I'm very much enjoying that, so take your time and think about it. If you find more mind crystals, bring them back, and perhaps we can find you a suitable vessel and instill your consciousness in it, and then you can live your own life if you wish.
I will think on it.
Please do. That would be a challenge that I would very much like to accomplish. That's a true test of someone's power.
It would be.
Indeed.
And you see, like, Soot is just, like, kind of looking at this area that he is talking to, like, slightly concerned, like, I don't know how to feel about this. Okay. Well, that's an option. But for now, if we're just gonna be thinking about it, I think we should move on.
Well, you know where I'll be.
Thank you for all your help.
Anytime. You bring me such interesting conversation. And apparently knowledge that the Book of Vile Darkness is in play. What a time. What a time to be, well,
Here.
not alive, but here, yes.
Alhoon.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful state of being to be in, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Well, you've got a whole story I'd love to hear more about as well.
I'll trade one tale for one of yours.
He looks at everybody. Shall we do this now, then?
Oh, I have another question. I'm so sorry.
That's
Can
fine.
you pull memories? You said you could erase memories, but could you pull memories?
Well, I've never tried, but I could attempt.
Looks to Gable.
Interesting.
Also, my dear, why do you not show your true form?
Me?
Yes.
Because my parents said it freaked people out.
Well, that's fair.
I thought it was beautiful, but
I'm just curious. It just never occurred to me in the moment that that's something. All of you are so interesting.
What's really interesting about Bronson?
Ted's expression dropping for a moment.
No, she goes, your friend found the lock that held the Book of Vile Darkness closed, which means that either it was dropped here or his deity wants him to be the one to stop this thing from doing whatever it's doing.
Ooh.
This is not a small task by any means. Those capable of 1, finding, 2, unlocking, and 3, what they're going to use it for. That's a truly terrifying thought. But to be possibly tasked with stopping it is a true showing of faith and power within one's capabilities. And while I don't understand gods at all, I recognize that to put someone in charge of this, or at least make them aware, shows quite a bit of devotion of faith. So,
1, nothing's wrong with me. 2, nothing's wrong with me. 3, nothing's wrong with me. 4, nothing's wrong with me. Got to give.
I can only count to 4. I can
I
only
can
count to 4.
4. Yo! Well, that's a lot on our plates right now, and we have active hostage situation here.
yes, I don't think you're. Well, perhaps accessing the stones to get through the portal to the briny maze, you could do that. I don't think. Well, it may be possible for you to return above if need be. I think you'd be best if you made haste in the grand scheme of things.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. We're here, so now's the time to deal with traveling to the far realm.
Yes. Just hold true to yourself. You don't want to lose yourself there. It's very hard to come back from that.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Some
it's,
say
all
impossible.
the books say don't go there. But
Yes, it's like the Underdark on steroids.
yeah, well, I guess we should go kill some things and come back with some crystals, and
Please do.
then we'll yep, we'll do that. Okay.
We will. Do you eat or drink like
Oh,
tea?
I mean, I don't need to, but sometimes. Listen, there's no one really
Bronson is a
offering.
great chef.
No.
Well, he goes, it's not required to sustain my existence, but I'm not going to say no to a good meal, especially
Yeah.
from someone who's clearly just a beacon of faith. Why not?
Does this,
Okay.
if I may, does this
Yes.
mean it implies that you can taste things?
Well, yes. Can you
Yes.
not?
We're working on it. He can taste lemons.
That's
And chicken now.
So
how
lemon
delightful.
chicken.
It's
I told him
not.
to start microdosing literally sessions ago.
And he goes, perhaps something. How did you end up? You know what? If you don't want to tell me, it's fine. But how did you end up like this? I did this voluntarily. This was my choice. I chose to become something greater. Did you?
No.
Well, perhaps whoever brought you back, or whatever may have been the situation, was perhaps not the most capable. Or not, I'm not really sure. Perhaps that's a story for another time, or perhaps it's a story for right now.
Let's go find more crystals.
By
I
all
wouldn't want
means.
to take advantage of your hospitality by asking deep probing questions about spirits and possible divine. We'll save that for a later moment.
Well, you know where I'll be.
Although, real quick, Say we are able to foil this ritual
Yes.
and this area is cleared.
Yes.
Would there ever be a chance of calling on you in the future for more information?
Oh, I think we could work something out. You're all
Delightful.
so interesting. How could I say no to speaking with you again? Think of the things you could learn. And while, yes, I could forcibly extract those memories from you by consuming your brain, which is pointless, but I could do it anyway. It's so much more fun to make deals and have conversations. My brethren think nothing like this. They're all about eating minds and consuming knowledge and memories, and that's just so trite. There's so much more to be learned and gained and bartered. Also, I have to
Respect.
say, for a group of adventurers, you're the first ones who ever thought to have a conversation. I've killed so many because they just run in guns blazing and they just drop dead so easily. It's so refreshing to have a conversation with people.
Well, we are nothing if not chatty.
Indeed.
I'll tell you what's better than just a conversation. Conversation and a good snack. And I'm going to produce a peanut butter homemade Rice Krispie treat bar for him that has a nice, healthy layer of chocolate over the top.
Fuck you.
Oh. And I will give the entire party one of my snacks because I knew I needed something that was a easy take and bake that we could carry. And I will slide everybody a delicious peanut butter and chocolate Rice Krispie treat.
I'm looking at this thing like sad.
And he's like, oh,
Either I have to taste nothing or I make it taste like chicken. And you brought my two favorite things.
and
Chocolate, my peanut.
he will eat this, and you'll watch as his they're just like Scooby with a Scooby snack, but like his tentacles on his face are just going because he's so just thrilled by how this tastes. And
That is a texture symphony, my friend.
yeah, no, I mean, he is all about it, and he's like, oh, you can definitely call on me again. I think if your friend is producing things like this, and he goes, I tell you what. As one last show of good faith, go ahead. And he gestures at you, Gable, to eat this Rice Krispie treat. Go ahead.
He'll just pop the Rice Krispie treat in his mouth.
And I would like, well, technically, I would like you to make a intelligence saving throw. You can choose to fail this voluntarily if you wish.
Oh.
As in 2024, you are allowed to voluntarily fail any saving throw.
I'm going to roll.
Okay.
13.
Okay, well, that's a failure. So he will, as you're eating this, modify your memory so that it's tasting like what he's tasting, so you can actually taste it momentarily by modifying your memory. So it's a weird sensation because you're not actually tasting it, but you're remembering in the moment of eating it what it tastes like. Does that it's a real mind fuck, but that's what it's all about. So
And might I add, everyone add themselves 4 temporary hit points, and you can roll a hit die plus 1d8 healing.
yeah.
Archie's got one of those too.
That's right.
Never
he's gonna
forget
eat
our
that.
fish.
And I need. I also from before. I need Bishop to roll me a percentile.
Oh, all right.
There's a trinket that I never got around to putting out there.
I'll take it. 10.
10. Okay. Interesting. Okay. It is a saint's icon that can translate demon speech into the common tongue.
Oh, neat.
It's like a little Rosetta Stone for taking
Sure.
demonic, fiendish, languages, or I guess probably abyssal.
Fiendish fleur-de-lis.
Yeah, taking abyssal.
It's like a Rosetta Stone for
abyssal to common. Yeah.
All right.
The Rosetta Stone.
The Brosetta Stone, indeed.
The Rosetta
Oh
Stone.
no!
The Rosetta
Wow.
Stone.
Gable will linger on that memory
Mhm.
for a moment before looking at the Alhoon and just say, I appreciate the gesture. It's been quite some time since I've been able to taste that, and even the memory of it is sweet and delightful and delectable. But
Wow.
if I may make one request, don't go into my mind ever again.
All right. Well, sounds like you have a whole bunch of things locked away in there.
Unless I ask for specific assistance, if that is all right.
That's fine. More than fine.
Perfect. Well, shall we?
Yay! Thank you.
Yep.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
And you all leave out
Godspeed.
of Oshundo's chambers here. And I
Ted, let's go.
Yay!
That was awesome.
And
That was so cool.
And I feel like we are right on time. So I feel like that's
Mhm.
a perfect spot
Yeah.
to end this session. Everybody can think about where they want to go. You guys have access to this whole map. I'll drop it in our Discord as well. So you if you're not in D&D Beyond maps and you want to look at it, you can just plan out whatever way you want to go. And yeah, think about whether you want to try to get a body for Red Soot or what kind of memories you want to divulge or try to extract from Gable's subconscious.
What a rad way to find out the plot.
Yeah, right?
I mean, it's written in such a way that you could just walk in and be like, Mind Flayer, and just then you fight him.
Yeah.
Which
I'm sure he gets fought plenty of times.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And honestly,
I'm sure it's 70-30.
You guys didn't even ask too much about the actual it basically they're like he could tell you these things, and I just kind of left it open to what he says. But there is more stuff that you could learn from him about what's going on. Like there are 3 fanatics, and they're all unique, and they all have descriptions and personalities.
We just need some mind crystals.
Correct. So you can figure that out. He knows more about.
It felt good. You gave us plenty to chew on, and then there's here's a little bit more dangled out there.
I've always liked Alhoons. I always thought they were very interesting. Like I said,
I've never heard of them before, so that was really
almost
cool.
killed Jake with one time.
Oh, fun.
Sure.
Smitty Werben Jaegerman Jensen. He was number 1.
He was number 1.
Terrifying.
He was. That was a whole. Yeah, that exists somewhere on my channel. I don't remember what episode it is, but yeah, they went to go.
That was. Yeah. We were level 17 or something.
Yeah, and he had 2 of the party either unconscious or dying, and Jake having temporary hit points as a barbarian was the only one who could stay alive long enough to fight this thing.
Mm-hmm.
it's a
Well, I got
wild
stunned for like the
dichotomy.
first 4 rounds of combat. I was stunned, so he just stunned me and left me.
That's crazy.
Because you get like you get Alhoon on the undead side that is basically like this lich to be that has this curious quest for knowledge, and then it's all the way at the end of the spectrum where it's like vampiric mind flayer where it's just full feral, you know,
Food.
not having a conversation with.
Mhm.
Yeah, I always like the concept of, because everybody hears lich and everybody gets terrified, and I understand that, right? Because there's obviously a degree of power. But what I find most interesting with a lot of lich-like characters, like this particular one and other ones in other adventures and things, is at some point they just are so old that they just don't care anymore.
Mhm.
They're like, I don't give a shit that you're a bunch of adventurers here to destroy everything else and do whatever. Like, I'm here to read my books or copy my maps or search for this one
Yeah.
piece of obscure knowledge. You are but a triflance to me. I have no care for you. I could probably kill you all where you stand in a turn or two. Or maybe you get the drop on me and I die and that sucks, but I'm just want to do my thing.
Mhm.
And like, honestly, you're taking me away from reading my books. So whatever
Mhm.
gets
Yeah.
you out the door fastest is what I want. And if you can go do things for me, great.
Yeah.
And it's just
Even
like,
if we're just a small risk to him, we're still a risk.
right. Well,
Mhm.
like, you know, again, maybe
Yeah.
if this was 400 years ago, he would have been
Mhm.
like, yo, let's go throw down. But it's just like,
Mhm.
he's so old that he's
I'm
just like, I
tired.
don't care.
Also, man, it would like having conversation with people that are, because you're just having a conversation with the elder brain,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
like,
that's also true. It's just like, we are Legion. You know,
yeah, okay,
come become
yeah.
a mind slave for the Elder Brain to pour juice over it, keep it wet.
You would
and moist.
really appreciate, independent, free thinking mind, like that,
Yeah.
and different ideas. I love that. They haven't done like, it's also not a traditional. I don't know how Alhoons become Alhoons technically, but like, if you don't have to go through the traditional lichdom process, like if there's a more ethical way to extend your life than basically taking the lives of a pile of people and souls and whatnot, hey, if you're not yucking anybody else's yum,
Well, who said he didn't?
we don't know.
didn't.
I don't know.
Yeah, so again, little peek behind the lore kind of situation is, Elder Brains forbid mind flayers from practicing magic.
Yes.
They will cut you off if they don't kill you outright for trying to do this.
Mhm.
So, like, a mind flayer arcanist is obviously somebody who's taken the time to start practicing magic. But they usually have to flee their colony to get away so that they're not hunted down and killed. And now they have privacy. They're separate from the brain. They're kind of on their own route. But sometimes, uh, people, other elder brains, other mind flayers will seek them out. A lot of people will also just want to kill them because they see a mind flayer and they're like, oh God, they're coming. They're here to get us. So, lichdom offers them like the pursuit of knowledge indefinitely and the capability of doing so. So they're not a full blown lich in terms of like the lich stat block. They kind of take shortcuts to lichdom, and that's how they sort of end up as an Alhoon, where they're a separate thing. Because like in theory, a lich should just be, it doesn't matter what it looks like, it's a lich. You know what I mean? Stat block wise. It's just like a little bit of like a quick way to get there. They also don't have phylacteries. They're not like that's part of the, like, they're not a true lich in that they have a phylactery that if they are destroyed, their body comes back and that whole kind of a thing.
Mhm.
He does. He does.
There's there's more nuance to it, but that's just what I remember off the top of my head. So, anyway,
Hell yeah.
let's go
Cool
ahead
stuff.
and go around the horn here and have everybody outro themselves, and then we'll close it out. Robert, get us started.
Hey, I'm Bronson Barley, but you can find Captain Robert at everything. He's playing a lot of D&D. Go check him out.
All right, LB.
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup.
LB, hack him up.
Oh,
Well,
but-
shit.
On Instagram
Well,
and on the Blue Sky. Actually, I could do on Monday nights I play Trisanis on Indoor Adventures. She is a wild and seeker, and she is the kindest bitch you'll ever meet. But anyways, that's my Monday game. But I'm streaming 6 days a week for the next week. So check out my socials to see where I'm at. Also, starting in March, the first Sunday in March, we are going to be doing a Fallout game on Sundays. It is called 313. It is taking place after the events of Fallout 4. There will be a little bit of lore as to what ending I think happened. And it's got a 6-person cast and some really good faces. I'm excited for that. It will be taking place in Detroit. So I'm excited to get that map out there and show everybody what I've been working on for a few months. So that's me.
All right, Jake.
What's up, Internet? You can check me out on my podcast, Legends Rerolled, where we are playing through our second season, which is Alice in Wonderland, where I play Malcolm Glass, a sad boy looking for a sister.
All right, and Cujo.
Well, hell. No. Hi, everybody. I am Cujo. You can find me all over the internet as either Cujo Plays Games for personal stuff or Crit Hit Chronicles. Right now, coming up on Tuesday is going to be the finale of our My Hero Academia TTRPG miniseries, D Plus Ultra. This season got real heavy real fast, and it's been great. Thursdays, you can check us out for Tales of the Valiant, sponsored by Kobold Press. And then Fridays, you can catch us for some post Baldur's Gate 3 campaign goodness as we explore some of the possible consequences of some of the endings you get from the video game. So feel free to check out the socials for future show announcements. But until then, you're cool.
You're cool.
And yeah, I'm Ted. This is this is my channel. I'll be on Robert's channel tomorrow night, and I'm on his channel on Monday nights. And we got a bunch of Monster Manual content coming out, but I will have a video. The next one that comes out will probably be what's new in maps in D&D Beyond, because we saw a few more updates.
Yeah.
We are getting closer and closer to having all of the things that I want. You know what would be great is if I could search a token and then just pull up the stat block not in combat, because that's something else you can't do. Is you can only look at a stat block within D&D Beyond maps when in combat.
Yeah. Or toggle player sheets
Yeah.
inside of the map. That would be great.
Yeah, there it's again,
Getting there.
I'm shocked to know that the team has gone perpetually smaller and we're getting at least like bi-monthly updates to D&D Beyond maps, which is wild to me. I couldn't imagine had this launched 2 years ago how fast the updates would have been coming out. So, yeah.
For real.
But more content to come, a whole bunch more Monster Manual related stuff. People keep leaving questions about different things, so we're covering a variety of that in the next couple of weeks. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. We will see you next week.